And so, what is wrong with today's relationships? What is going on? What is the big problem about men committing to women and women finding somebody that would take care of them, love them like they ought to be loved? What is going on with these men and women out here in the world that there's a struggle about finding a good man, finding a good woman, but yet everybody talking about free love, free sex, hooking up. We have the internet, we got social sites, we got dating sites, but something is amiss. Something is not going on that is right. So my question is, if having sex before marriage, a guarantee that you're going to get married. In other words, if you having sex with that man and he having sex with you, does that lead towards marriage? Or does it lead for him to know, I got this little cow over here I'm getting milk free from, I just find me some more cow and see how much milk for free I can get. You know, what I found out was that marriage is more than a piece of paper. That piece of paper is for judicial sense. It's for the law. It's for records. But what happens when a man declares that this woman is his for a lifetime in front of authority and bona fide witnesses, something spiritual happens between that man and that woman. See, I just can't grab a lady and go in the backseat of a car and declare my love for her with no witness. Having a witness watching you say it does something spiritually. Having somebody with authority over you and your wife does something spiritually. All those things come together. Having your mama dear, your daddy dear, your best friend dear, and he declaring your love in a company of people does something spiritual. So it's more than just a piece of paper. So my friends, peeps, when you have sex before the ring, before the commitment, before him saying, I want you forever and ever, it leads you to a place where you do not have discernment enough to see if this man is your husband or if this woman your wife. Because the reality of it is, sex is wonderful, sex is good, and you might be having sex with somebody who's not husband material, but very good at sex. And then again, you might be having somebody who you having sex with, and you know, you just didn't like it for whatever reason, because you comparing them to Johnny, and he might be an excellent husband. And because you pre-did it, now it's all jacked up. So when it comes down to making a decision, such an important decision of who you're going to spend the rest of your life with, because you already become intimate and you breach that what you have to do before you got married, and you breached it and you went over your boundaries. Now you cannot discern if this man or if this woman is God's choice for your life. So all I'm saying is this, that in order to make wise choice about your mate, having sex before marriage does not help. It throws the whole relationship into turbulence. It throws your wisdom and your discernment out the window, and it leads to heartache and brokenness that is hard to overcome. And then once that heart gets broken and shattered and never made whole again, it's hard to find the real man for your life. It's hard to find the real woman for your life. I'm telling you, if this was not true, I would tell you this is not true. But the truth of the matter is, you having sex with all the guys did not lead you closer to marriage. You having sex with all those girls did not lead you closer to finding the true one for your heart. But it actually led you further apart. And now you're struggling because once you let the genie out the bottle, it's hard to put him back in. It's hard to put that thing back in once you reach this point. And so the answer is to come back under God's law. The answer is to repent and to to change how you think male and female relationship and come back under the principles of God. I know you didn't want to hear this, but I'm just saying, speaking for a man who's been married 30 years to the same woman, who pondered these things so that you might get help. And you're saying, what's wrong with me? Why can't I find a man? The purpose is the world had tricked us through songs and video that it's okay. If you look at your family life, you look at your mama life, you look at your aunt life, those around you, your uncle life, they have put on a persona like, hey, this is just the way it is, and it's grown folk business. But this grown folk business had got us to a place in our society where we are not finding what God has promised for us. And that is, and it's true, to be married happily ever after. I'm sharing this with you because I care for you, and this is what I do.